Hey, what is up everybody, Blaze for here, and today for you guys another video of freaking Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about Chord and pretty much all her translations for her moves and things of that nature. Now, of course, if a lot of you guys don't know exactly what she does, we're going to be going over her actual core passive being the A0, her skills, the highlights, and just passives in general, along with the dupes. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And of course, without a doubt, if you're new here or returning, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Shows me that a lot of you guys really like my content and actually keeps the channel pushing forward to make more awesome videos like this. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now, thanks to the man Tycon, we managed to actually get our hands onto what's it called, the translations for this character, in which I want to do it later on today. So we're going to be taking a look at it. Of course, Chord, one of the few characters that looks freaking stunning, literally, and she has a lot to offer. She actually is one of the first characters that will also help out our highlight buildups, and boy oh boy, the design for her is just amazing. So first thing we are going to be looking at is her skill 1 here. Now with her skill 1 is actually called Passionate Singing, and with this you're actually able to deal an AoE electric attack, which gives if there's a loyal listener here, gives the extra electric damage to a certain percent of her attack on the main target. So pretty much how this is going to work is with these attacks here, you're going to have yourself a little bit of an extra damage on whoever is the main focus. But if they're, of course, all here, they're going to get a decent percentage of her attack up, which is going to be really, really nice. And this can actually be really helpful, especially if you have a loyal listener. Now, our second skill is a buff, as you guys can tell, which is called Improvised Solo. This in general boosts up your attack power for 3 turns, in which only 1 loyal listener is allowed to be dedicated to. Now, for you guys, if you don't know exactly what the loyal listener is, it's pretty much anyone with an effect that she grants personally, and this ends up actually helping out their overall attack, or at least enhancing them a little bit more than anything. So this is going to be based off pretty much whoever has the highest attack on the field, or bound to like a control role for the most part. So those are going to be your main things for those loyal listener points. Now alongside of this, of course, she does have another buff move. So this was the first one that we ended up seeing, but her third one is called Finale Range Unleash. Now what she does with this here is when she picks a character, it actually unleashes the highlight skill, pretty much increasing the highlight damage and also building up that highlight as well, pretty much just getting down the cooldown time, which is really, really nice as well. I think this is the only character that does something like this, which is kind of insane, to be honest, seeing that you can just straight up use a highlight, right? Get it done, all of that's out of the way, and you're like, oh, well, I want to get my highlight back. Let's build my gauge as well, get my highlight back even quicker. So I find that pretty awesome that she's able to do that. Definitely going to be worth getting her. But with this in mind, she also has a highlight, which we're about to see in a second, which all allies will get a little bit of damage bonus as well, recover a little bit of highlight energy. So that's where a lot of this is going to come into play. Her whole deal is going to be straight up charging your highlights, helping you deal as much damage with those set highlights, and just being an overall on-field buffer. This character, without a doubt, is going to be fairly dang interesting. And this is just her at A0. There's no other things in play. There's no weapon in play with that. That is all just part of her skill set. Now, of course, if we're going to go ahead and look at the weapon here, since they're going ahead and showing it, this weapon is called the Eye-Catching Star. Freaking dazzling goddamn guitar. I'm not going to lie to you. That crap looks awesome. But with this guitar, you're actually able to increase her attack, or increase overall attack. And at the start of the battle, you actually gain highlight energy. So instead of having your basic amount of highlight energy that you start off with and you have to use moves to get that, she's able to give you some highlight energy off rip and pretty much be nice. Now with this as well, you're also able to get the loyal listener, or at least have that loyal listener stat. Whoever ends up getting it is going to get a boosted attack on this. Now this is really nice as well. And when an ally uses their highlight with this as well, it will increase the loyal listener's damage. So with this in mind, right, you're getting already increases. You're already getting your highlights back. But with every character that also uses a highlight, which her whole deal is to pretty much fuel that highlight gauge, right? Every character that does that, it will increase the one person who is a loyal listener. Whoever that one person is for the damage factor is going to get boosted, and this can stack up to 3 different times, utterly making them an utter DPS god here. So imagine, right? Let's just imagine this for a second and just put her on a random team. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be a legitimate team. But imagine the stacks that if she stacked this on Makoto, and we know how much damage Makoto currently can do, imagine how much damage Makoto could then do, knowing that every highlight that gets popped off or anything like this helps out even more so into her attack damage. Utterly insane. Actually kind of crazy with this one, but the weapon without a doubt looks freaking amazing. Now alongside this, I'm pretty sure they do show the, yes they do. They do show the little passives here, which are very, very interesting as well. So if we go ahead and take a look at the first passive, the first passive is called Stress. Pretty much whenever you use a highlight, you will increase your attack by a certain percentage, which is perfectly fine. This will last only for 1 turn. And if the person is the loyal listener, the effect will be enhanced. So whatever attack percentage that you get that's increased, it will then be enhanced just because you are the loyal listener. Now the next passive that you have here, of course, is called Sweep Picking. And with this as well, whenever an ally uses a highlight, he's able to immediately heal the ally with the lowest HP based on her attack. So pretty much the more attack that you have on her as well, the more HP you could receive back just from this basic passive. This is not with an awareness or anything like that. This is something already built in her kit. So that's really, really good as well just to have. Now the next thing that they do show, if I'm right, should be at least the awarenesses, which first of all, homegirl is so freaking awesome. I'm sorry, the whole fit just looks so good, but her awarenesses make it known that she's gonna be really busted. So with her core awareness or her regular passive called My Shine, when entering the battle, she's able to do or at least perform the ultimate finale Rage Unleash, and this will actually make it so you take down 1 cooldown to a highlight. With this as well, you're also able to boost Chord's attack by a certain amount, and this can actually be stacked up twice. Alongside of this, this will automatically make sure your ultimate skill cooldown is reduced permanently, by the way, for all the time, right? And in that whole 1 turn, this can be done up to 3 turns. So not only just 1 turn, but it can be stacked up to 3 turns, which is absolutely amazing. Now alongside this, of course, we do have the other awarenesses. The first one actually be called Welcome Dawn, which pretty much with her first one always is the most important one, helping you out with an extra passive. At the start of the battle, she's able to select a person instead of it just being random. She's able to select the person to become the loyal listener, prioritizing the ally with the highest attack in rebel or control role. Now the loyal listener also will gain crit rate by a certain amount, so this is absolutely amazing. Now with this in mind, of course, she does have a awareness 2, which is just going to be really boosting up the skills, but the awareness 3, which is called Enlightening Star, upon her using her ultimate skill, she's actually able to increase the ally's highlight and increase the damage by a certain amount, and this will actually last for 1 whole turn. Automatically, that's pretty darn good, especially if you're going for dupes. The 3 is definitely more than enough, but it gets even crazier. So with number 5, which normally we don't ever look into at least too much, this one's called Change Myself. It actually helps her highlight and improves the effect. So pretty much the duration of the highlight is improved, same as the energy recovery and damage bonus that you have. Alongside with this, you're actually getting even more so a bonus by reducing the highlight's cooldown of other allies by another turn. Going into the most busted, aka well territory, awareness 6 called My Mr. Right. Upon entering the battle, you immediately unlock the ultimate skill. So just going into battle, you get your ultimate skill. This ultimate immediately takes down your cooldown by 1 whole turn and can go to a max of 2 whole turns each time the ultimate skill is used, and your allies, not just one person, allies damage is permanently increased by a certain amount up to 2 stacks. So no matter what, you're getting that buff, but you're getting it up to 2 stacks and to the highest pretty much it could very so be. This character is going to be absolutely ground shaking if you're gonna wail for her. I'm not gonna lie, might be the only character that you really would like to wail for, to be honest. And who doesn't love this all-out attack? I'm sorry, it just looks freaking clean. The character all in all is going to be so awesome to actually see. I can't wait to see more for this character and see how people use her. But you guys let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Till next time, everybody, stay safe, stay sharp, and stay determined. Peace out.